Next up is getting involved in the online community groups. So some neighborhoods are way more active on Facebook, some are way more active on Nextdoor. Some are split between the two of them. Figure out what it is for your community and dive into that head first. If there's a community and you go and you can't find a Nextdoor group, start it. If you try to find a Facebook group, you can't find it, start it. So if it doesn't exist, now you're the founder of it. And if it does exist, get in there and get involved and engage as much as possible. How do you engage? One, be a resource. So every time somebody's like, hey, who has a plumber? Who has a painter? Who has this? Who has that? Like, you want to be that person who's the first to respond. You want to be that resource. So people are like, wow, this guy knows everything in this neighborhood. Even though you maybe just moved there and all you did is go on freaking Yelp and Yelp whoever the top person is, but they don't need to know that. That's fine. That's not important. But you just want to get in there and get involved. Try to jump into every conversation that you possibly can, just so people start seeing your name. And then you can start fostering good conversation within those groups. Start throwing questions out there like, hey guys, where's your favorite pizza in North Park? Hey, who has the best burger in North Park? Like, throw questions like that out there. That's going to get engagement. And the beauty is when you can start those conversations, everybody engages with those. Every time they engage, it loads up who was the original poster. And now they're seeing your name in your face over and over and over again. So just find ways to get involved in those groups. It could be super, super valuable. And then also if there's, events coming up, like be the person who shares the event in there. Like, hey guys, the North Park Street Fairs is, they're not doing their normal thing, but here's what they're doing this year. Who's gonna be a part of it or whatever. Throw groups in there. When things get back to normal and we have concerts at the park again and all these things, like be the person who shares the events into those groups. You don't have to come up with fresh content, just share. But the key is getting involved, really making yourself be that resource for events, for connections, and just generally mixing it up in there. I use those groups too, so I'm doing a pumpkin patch at my house on Friday, and I'm promoting that solely within the groups. We do need to get a flyer done, by the way, Cody, so remind me of that. But I just throw it into the groups. And my community, Facebook, is 1,000 times more active than Nextdoor, but I still throw it in both of them to be safe. But also when you're planning events, you can throw them into those groups as well. They're a great way to make sure everybody in the community knows what's going on.